Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Friday Freebie Day. We are on number 99, so we are nearly at 100. Now I'm doing this one a week early because normally I would do this sort of like a little bit closer to the end of the month, but again we are on number 100 next week, so I didn't want this one to be 100, so I've changed it round, so we've got a nice one for next week as well. So this is obviously our June calendar journal one, so I'm going to be doing the June one today, and I'm going to give you a quick flip through of what my April one looks like, and also I have started my May. I'm trying to catch up with it. I'm not doing it every day, which is naughty, so I will start doing it again. I've been a bit out of sync lately. So we have got the lovely journaling card, which is Life is Art, so paint your dreams, which I think is a lovely one. We've got a little bit of room to pop something on there as well. So that can be made as a bookmark or just a journal card or anything like that. Again, we've got our June 2022 to put on the front of our cover, and again we've got our numbers down there. So what I'm going to do, I am going to cut this out and get it ready, but first of all I do have another Fussy cut words and phrases. Now this is a new one in the shop. Let me just pop that to the side, and it's just black and white, just easy peasy one. So it's just Fussy cut words and phrases. We have 6 pages, and then I have 3 pages of them smaller, so I've got 2 per page, 2 pages per page. So these ones we've done, so you can fussy cut them around, you can colour them in. So this is for people that don't have colour printers. Now I know a lot of you don't have colour printers, you're just starting out, and no, ink is quite expensive. So I've done these ones, and I'm going to show you a few things that you can actually do with them as well. So fantastic. So we've got flowers, dragonflies, adventure, joy, focus, positive. We've got all the fabulous words on there. Family, together, do what you love, aim higher, dream bigger, knowledge, wonderful. We've got all sorts of lovely words on here. Memories, dream big. These are smile, happiness, peace, stay strong. On that one we've got this one, which is Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day. We've got grow with the flow, believe in yourself, life is too short to be anything but happy, may your wishes come true. We've got all sorts of lovely things on these. And then this is a nice one if you're a card maker, because these have got the happy birthday, happy anniversary, congratulations, wishing you well, on your birthday, a warm hello, so sweet of you. All the things that you could pop onto the front of a birthday card or a tag, or if you're making a little birthday journal or a nice little sort of bon voyage journal, they're good for that one. And then this is what they look like, 2 to a page, so they are just slightly smaller, so depending on what you would like to do, but we thought we'd put them a little bit smaller as well, which I love. And then what I have done, I have printed them onto some of my backing papers, or any papers, or you can have a piece of pink if you've got any nice scrapbook papers you can print them onto, and I just think they look fantastic. So you can have all different words to match whatever you are doing. This is printed onto one of my watercolor papers, which is beautiful, loving it. This is just one of the papers from the calendar journal, which looks good. So you can just have some, so they just look a nice vintage word. And these are the small ones which I popped onto one of my spring backing papers, and I just think you can just have as many as you like. So you only have to print onto the sort of like black ink, and then you can have any of your papers that you've already got and use up. So I think they are great. So that's another one that will probably be in the shop now. So what I'm going to do, I'll pop these to the side. I'm going to pop off, and I'm going to just cut this out and get this ready. So I will be back. All right, guys, see you in a bit. Okay, so I am back. I have cut all the pieces out, and I've got most of it all ready to go, because you've seen me do all of this before. I have pop the trim down here, which is the same as the April and May, because I wanted it all to sort of match in this one, because it's all sort of a little bit more shabbier. So that's nice, and again I printed on the back as well, so it looks really nice. So that's already done. I've got a couple of these pages done as well. So I've got the two that match, so I put them this way round. Again, you can either have them this way round or like this. It's entirely up to you how you do it if you're using these shabby journal pages, calendar kit. But I've done it sort of like this way, and I put 4 little pockets in here. Now what I've done, I've printed off the little journal cards, but I printed them onto some vellum like this. And I just cut them in half, and I made little pockets like that, so I've got 4 either side. Now my journal is getting really big, so I'm going to try and have to sort of like put as many as I can on a page through sort of like the rest of May and June, because I knew April would be a bit of a big fat month on my calendar. So, and then I've got my little journaling cards like this, and these are what I'm going to pop in here. Now I need to print some more of these off because I don't have enough, but they just fit in there perfectly. So you've got 4 days on each page, so that's a nice double one. So we've got eight days on there, so that's like a good week's worth of journaling on there. So that's that one. So I will get on with that in June, and then I've done another page here, and I've also just added a little bit of stickles on the little flowers on there as well, which I think look really, really lovely. And on this one I picked these 2 pages as well, so I've put some stickles on here, so it's nice and sparkly. This one, a nice little sparkly one, so those 2 will go in the journal like that, and then again I will decorate that when the time comes. So on the June, so I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to pop in our little pocket. Now I've made the pocket how I made the pockets on the previous ones that I've done, which is just on some vellum again, and I've just made little pockets, and I've just put a little bit of fabric on each one, so it's all sort of shabby. And then I've popped the flower with some stickles on there, so that will go on there, and then that sits in there. So let's just stick this on. Excuse me. So let's just stick this down. You didn't need to see me make these because you've seen me do it before, so I'm just going to just pop it all together like this. And then once we've done this, I'll give you a quick flip through just to show you how my journal is coming along. As I say, April was quite thick, lots to put into the April one, plus I made those little sort of like picture frames as well, which I put in, which took up quite a lot of room in the journal as well. So that will sit in there. And then I've cut up the numbers, so these will just go in the pocket like that, ready to cut up and go. So those can go in there like that, and I'll put those in there so they don't fall out. So that's that one. And then I have got one of the little flowers here, which I thought we would put on the top. I've got a little bit of cheesecloth, which I'm going to put underneath there. And then I've got one of my words and phrases. Now these ones here, I'll just show you quickly. I printed out onto the butterfly, the pink butterfly collection paper. So I put that on the back of it, and I'm just loving it. So you can still see the words on there. So that says hope, thinking of you, create, sparkle, thankful. So I'm loving them. I did print on the back because I put the paper in the wrong way round, so it's on the back as well, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to be stuck down. And plus, if you've got a piece of old paper that you've printed on, made mistakes, you can always use it again, because if you're using it for something that sticks down, it doesn't really matter what's on the back, so you can recycle that as well. So I'm loving those new little words. I think they're really lovely. Because again, you can print them out onto any paper that you like. I'm very croaky again today. So let's just stick this down little bit of cheesecloth on here, like that. The little flower, I'm loving these little flowers as well. And that can just sit on top, just to decorate that top corner. Let's stick you around, and then we're going to have Feel Joy on there, look. Lovely. So let's just a little bit of glue on there and pop that there. So I think that looks really good, doesn't it? So that's lovely. And then these are ready to go into the journal like that. Now I'm going to pop that to the side. I'm going to bring in my journal like this. Now I'm going to just open it up because I've done the June one here as well, which I've just got a little bit of lace, bit of cheesecloth, one of the flowers, and then one of the little resin jump rings that I did there, which I put on here as well. So I thought I would put one down here. So this is just going to sit on there like that. So I'm just going to glue that on. And then this one is almost finished. We just got to pop it in, and then I'm going to have to make another journal for July, August and September. So I'm going to pop that one on there. I am just loving these journals. I'm so pleased that I did them. I really do hope that you guys are working on them as well. So there we go. So we've got April, May and June. And what I've done, I've popped my little resin dingly danglies on here as well, which I'm just loving. And because they're resin, because they're hard, I know that they're going to sort of like stand up to time on there as well. Okay, so shall we give you a quick flip through? Let's see if I'm in view. Let me just go back a little bit, up a little bit. Oops, wrong way. Let's just do that just so that we can see. So we saw how I did all this anyway in the last one, but what I've done on here, I've got a little stamp. So I had a little star stamp, so I thought I'd stamp the days on there, and then I've got the birthday cakes on here with a candle for birthday. So that was my son-in-law's birthday, that was my mum's birthday, and that was my birthday, and then I've just stamped on there, which I think looks really nice. So then we've got that. You've seen me do this front one anyway, so these are the bits on here, but I am just loving it. That's one of the lovely frames that we made, and then I popped it so it's a pocket, and then we've got 12, 13 and 14 in there. And then we've got the lovely pocket here. So I've got all these little bits that Olivia wrote on for me and drew some lovely pictures. So they're going to be in there, safe keeping. Turn it over. That's my daughter and Sophia. And then I've got another envelope here with 15 and 16 in. And then I've just made a collage of photos on this one, which I thought would look nice. So I can actually see them when I look through the journal. And I've also done it on both sides. So these were some extra pictures that I had, and I just love it. And then we've got the Easter bits on here because it was Easter time. Got the little tags and the little pockets in here. So these are the Easter tags that we made. I've got another little writing page on there. I've got a little bit of trim down the side. Again, love these little, because it's the Easter, April and Easter. I'm loving it. So I'm just think they're pretty, and that's the little, another little frame that we made. This one I put the pockets on here, and I put them sideways as well. I put one on like that, and then I put them sideways. This one sideways, and then this one I've just popped like that, and then a little Easter egg in there. And then we've got this one on here, which is number 30, which is gorgeous. And then just a picture of myself and Sophia, which I'm loving. So I'm loving April's. And then we've gone on to May. So I'm only the 11th. Obviously, I'm doing it a little bit earlier. So we are actually on Friday the 13th, aren't we, today? So that's the May one. So this is the start of my May. For the first couple of weeks nearly now. So I've got the little pockets here, and what I've done, because I did the the resin, I've actually popped on one of my little resin butterflies, and I popped on some pictures of my resin work on there, on these little tags, just to remind me what I did on there. And the other two here, not quite sure whether I showed you this one. This was a lovely resin heart which I put some of my dried flowers in, but I'm loving them. So I've tried to sort of like squash in as many sort of like as I can. So I've got 5 days on here, because look how thick I did it. It's quite thick and chunky old April. And then we are here, which is, I've got 3 on here, so we've got the 6th, 7th and the 8th, and I've popped those into an envelope like that and popped it into like a little vellum pocket. That's one of the words and phrases there, or the words, which is happiness, and this one is smile. So I've got 2 envelopes, so I've actually got 6 days on there, which fills in there really nicely. And then this is where we are now, and I've just got some lovely pictures of my garden, some of my beautiful flowers in the garden. Made some little vellum pockets, and I've just stuck the photos on there, and then I've got my little journaling cards inside with some of the flowers and the butterflies. So I'm absolutely loving it. And then I've got some extra pages there for May. And then let me just lift that up. We have to try and fit in June, so I need to squash that down. Pick these up. Let's just open this up without it all tipping out. I'm going to put June in here, so that will go on there. Let's see if I can just squeeze that onto there like that, and then these pages can go on. I'm going to put these ones in first, so these 2 like that, they can go on, or let's pop these on because these are going to be at the back, so these 2 open up like that. Pop those on here, and then I will pop this one on like that, if it will fit on, and then that one on there like that. Perfect. And then we can do it up if we can, if I can. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Look at that, nice and thick. Look at all these lovely pages in there, all these wonderful memories to keep, and like that. So look how big and chunky that is already. Love it, absolutely love it. So I'm going to quickly get my other one. This is my other one, so look at those. So that's nearly 6 months worth of memories in these 2, and I'm absolutely loving them. So there we go, guys, that is your Friday freebie for this week. Again, please do go to the Facebook page and print it off. I do have all of them on there, so if you wanted to do something with January, February, March, or all of the months that we've done so far, the first 6 months, you still can. They're all on the Facebook page, and everything else will be in the last 4 weeks, including next week, which we are on 100, so that's really exciting. They will be all on the Etsy shop next week, and also don't forget you can go and get them from the Ko-fi shop as well. So there we go, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you all soon. All right, guys, bye bye.